I'd never had so much fun doing something, but I really cared about the end product. As soon as I gave cash to my friend for a camera, as soon as I had my own, I was like, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do every single day. I've always been interested in photography. I cared about it more than I cared about any of my schooling, so it kind of like clicked. All the worry was gone once I actually purchased my own thing. In my head, I already knew. Like, there's no way I was going back. The style that I shoot and the colors that I use, the people that I use, it's all a reflection of like what I want things to be like or who I am. I either come up with like a concept that I really want to do, and it can be based off like a color scheme I saw, or it could be based off like something I went through in my life, or something that I know someone else went through. Then it's all about kind of figuring out the person that suits that, and then I build kind of like a concept around them. The models are kind of like characters. Create your own kind of little world, and I could actually capture that and put it out as a product rather than it just be in my head always. It's a lot of deadpan looks, a lot of emotionless, but then the setting and the surrounding is always colorful. The styling is very colorful, and it's just kind of to show how I see things or how I want things to be. It's definitely an outlet, like when I'm unhappy or when I'm happy or whatever it is, it's like a way I can visually project it. I take a lot of inspiration actually from my friends, just how they kind of go balls to the wall and don't really give a shit. I met Isla at a vintage store that all my friends work at. I mean, my friend Reese, we just kind of saw Isla and we're like, kid's got like an interesting look. We went up to the roof and like did a little mini shoot kind of thing. And right away it was just kind of like, holy shit, this kid is like, got it.
And when I got the photos back and saw them, I just realized how the photographer like puts his creativity into the pictures and whatnot, and I just thought that was like so dope. I just love to see that collaboration that a photographer has with a model.
He kind of sees himself as the completion of like an artistic vision in a photographer's work, and that's kind of like the dream. While I was taking the photos, I'm like, this kid could be famous, kind of thing. Like, I think I just stumbled upon something crazy. I look at Al as like my little brother. There's no way there's like any other 14-year-old on this planet that I would spend time with, really. Me and my friend Reese were talking about it, like, you're not living your best life unless you're friends with Isla. Reese is my best friend, one of the most amazing photographers I've ever met.
My work kind of goes across two things. Like, I love doing street photography, which is kind of like candid photography of strangers on the street, and you're just looking for like weird, wild moments or colors or strange people, that kind of thing. And like fashion work.
We run kind of like an agency called Crashland. We want to change the way the city looks at like our kind of art.
There's always kind of this idea in the back of our minds, and Connor had this idea, I think, a little bit before, about doing like an agency with models that weren't like typical models. They're not like a high fashion model, or they're not like, you know, like a runway model necessarily, but we think they should be because they're interesting looking people. The whole name behind Crashland is that they're these alien type of figures, these strange, otherworldly type of figures that have crash landed onto Earth, basically, and we're picking them up and saying, let's put you to work.
About a year and a half ago, like, I kind of figured out what like transgender was and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, like, hey, that's me pretty much. So when my body started like changing and stuff like that, I was kind of like, okay, this is my time to like, you know, start actually doing something about it. I don't consider myself as a transgender male, and yeah, that's me, but like, I'm someone that more just identifies as like a boy. I'm not someone that's gonna be super involved with the transgender community or something. Like, yeah, I'm a part of it, but it's just like not who I am to like advertise that and whatnot. It was super straightforward and easy because my family is just so supportive and whatnot, and I kind of knew where I was going and who I was. So it was just really simple for me, which I'm really thankful for. So we're at the GAM Gallery downtown. We're pretty much holding this event, us and a few of our friends.
Yeah.
We're just like selling a few pieces, I guess, and putting art on the walls.
Here we got some of my prints, some of my newer stuff.
Working with Connor is like one of the best people I can work with just because like we both kind of combine our ideas into some of the photos. He like knows what he wants and he's gonna wait. He doesn't take like 1,000 photos like a lot of photographer does. He's very precise about his pictures. Like he's gonna get the right angle and then take it and be like, okay, we got this shot.
When I shoot very slowly. I don't do the whole like kind of thing. Every shot is really set up exactly how I want it. And whether it just be like a piece of cloud in like the corner of the frame, like it matters.
It's actually brighter than you think it is, and I'll just warm it. It'll look sunny because there's blue sky there and cloud. It's not all gray, it's like blue sky.
Kind of looks really sick actually.
Yeah.
I've shot at parks before. I just want to shoot and I want to use it where he's like a part of the park rather than just like using it as an accessory. And then I just like color blocking, so I got putting him in all the red shit.
Oh, that's so tough. Why is that hair hanging like that?
It's sick though, that one.
Yeah. Hot. A lot of the pictures that me, Connor, have shot, or even Reese, like, in my opinion, are some of the best pictures I've ever seen. And I think they should be the top because they're both just so talented and their creativity going into a picture, it just works with my look, I guess. I think a huge struggle is my age and my height. A lot of the clothing brands that I would prefer to work with, they're selling their clothes to an audience that's everyone, but the models that they use is for like e-com or whatnot that are usually they want to be like an adult size or like a proper size. But I think it's definitely hard to get work when you're so short and young and stuff.
Just, if you want to make it big, it's just really rare. Like, I don't know many people without a camera now.
It's like you can only get to a certain point in fashion. It's either you're big or you're not.
There's nothing really stopping me other than just like, if I am not good enough. I love fashion more than most things. Like, photography is the only thing I like more than fashion. Definitely it's intimidating. Like, you leave the house feeling good and then you get like stared at or you get like comments. But I think it helps to just with the people I'm around also do the same thing. You have to wear clothes every day, so why not look fly as fuck every day?
Yeah, I like it. Oh, that Nike is so tough. I really started getting into fashion when I started hanging out with them because they like just opened up the world for me so much. I feel like Value Village and like thrift stores, you find stuff that's like completely different from like what everyone wears. And also, I don't know, I feel like every piece of clothing I have like somehow has like a story behind it. I keep like a really open mind to a lot of fashion, but sometimes like it can go too far and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I feel like out of place. People at school like make fun of me like low key. Pretty much it's like I'm gonna wear whatever I want no matter what and like be who I want.
I just want to be huge, to be honest. I just want to be known for what I'm good at. I'm not really chasing fame in any way, but I just want to be very successful at the thing I love most.
I just want to be known by people. I want to be like someone like different.
I just want to like continue shooting, travel the world, and meet as many interesting people as I can.
I think my friends just have a huge impact in my life.
I was just waiting for those people to just kind of like fit into place. But it definitely has opened me up to how exciting things could be.
We're not putting a mask on and being someone else. We're just being ourselves every single day.